Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Governor Hassan Joho, our host today, Governor Hussein Dado, Governor Amason Kingi, the Chair, TUM Council, Dr. Kevi Desai, the Acting Vice Chancellor, Madam Leila Abubakar, Dr. Gabriel Rugalema, the FAO representative in Kenya, the Secretariat, and the fraternity from TUM and the other universities, ladies and gentlemen. I too will be very, very brief. I think today is a day of substance rather than talking. But I just also want to echo what others have said. Indeed, I think the Secretariat have taken us all through the journey of Jumuiya from the first meeting, all the consultation processes that have taken place, up to where we are today, signing an agreement between the 6 counties and Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, and also with the Technical University of Mombasa. Maybe just take a step back. Again, it's always good to remind ourselves why did we embark on this journey? Why did we think that it is worthwhile to create a Jumuiya? And for all of us that when we met on the first meeting, it was clear for us why a Jumuiya was important for us. One, it is historical. The people of these counties, the 6 counties that formerly formed the Coast Province, in a way it's very difficult to separate them. It is very difficult, virtually impossible to separate people from Taita, from those ones in Kwale, from those ones in Mombasa, Kilifi, Tana River, and Lamu. And therefore, despite the fact that now with the new constitution we have separate counties, we still believe that we are one people with a common history, and we wanted that to continue. Secondly, as part of that is the challenges that we have. When we look at the 6 counties, if you look at everything from education, if you look at everything from food insecurity, the economy, and also the management of natural resources, we will quickly realize that we have common problems. In its level of education, we know that we are all struggling. If it's food insecurity, you will know that we are struggling. To the extent that the famine that ravaged the country a few months back, you will find that a number of those counties that were hit very, very hard. At least 3 or 4 of them are from this region, from the Jumuiya region. And therefore, having recognized that we have a common problem, so the other question we ask ourselves, what are we better off doing? One option we had was for each county to embark on its own, to look for its own solutions for all the problems that we have. Or the other solution to say, by the way, by pooling resources together, we think that pooling resources together in the long run is going to be more cost effective. And the resources, I mean both financial and human, because we all have challenges, again, as far as resources are concerned. And therefore, we are all convinced that it makes economic sense, it makes a lot of sense, if we pull together, if we pull the resources we have together, because then if we found a solution in terms of food security in one county, that can quickly be replicated in the other counties. If we found a solution in terms of education in one county, that can quickly be replicated in the other counties. And therefore, for us, that formed the basis then, the justification for forming Jumuiya. Another reason that is also very, very important for us is that since 2013, we started engaging the development partners. And this is also at the Council of Governor level. And one of the issues that came out very, very quickly is that all development partners said with one voice that their missions in Kenya, the capacity they had, the base in which they were formed, was to serve one government. Now, as a country, we have 48 governments. And they said very, very loudly that they simply don't have the capacity to be able to engage each and every of the 47 counties. And therefore, also in their opinion, was that if counties form themselves into blocks, it will be easier for them to be able to engage us. It will be easier for them to be able to deal with us as regional blocks as compared to individual counties. And by the way, this realization came after the Jumuiya was formed. And I think, as His Excellency Governor Joa said, we were the first one to start this journey. After that, other blocks also emerged. And also want to echo what he says. Indeed, the difference between us and the other blocks is that we have been a bit more vocal. I think in terms of PR, they have done better than us. But in terms of substance, in terms of doing the actual work, you will find that, and I'll give you examples, you will find that we've actually done quite a bit, even compared to the other regions. And just to share with you, and we're talking about agriculture, which I'll talk about last, the other areas that there's been quite a bit of work that has been going on is in the health sector. Our CECs and the directors of health have been meeting to see how they can share the specialists that we have in the region. And these days, with the utilization of technology, there's a lot that can happen. You can have a specialist sitting in the Coast General Hospital, but can be able, to offer consultancy services, to support other doctors in Voi, in Kilifi, and so on and so on. And that work has been going in the background, and it's going to get a point where we're going to make announcements. But in the health sector, that's one of the things that has been happening. Again, if you look at education.
Right, that is John Mruttu, Taita Taveta.